Now bring in visiting scholar at Ole Miss, Saad. Professor, you heard Erika speak so well about good versus evil and a battle between them that needs to be waged, not physically, not violently, but through ideas and through passion and through the Holy Spirit. What are we up against here?
Well, speaking of evil versus goodness, I was astonished in seeing her poise and grace. It would be perfectly reasonable from an evolutionary perspective to feel rancor, vengefulness, vindictiveness, and yet 48 hours after Charlie's murder, she's able to come address the nation with nothing but hope and love. And to the extent that she's able to do what seems to me like a superhuman ability, it largely comes from her faith. But what I wanted to do, perhaps to sort of end the show on a positive and good note, take us into the weekend, to the extent that we can do such a thing in such a tragic case. You know, teenagers are difficult to get their attention. I have a 16-year-old teenage daughter who it's hard to wrestle her away from her iPhone and so on. And I've spoken to I have a lot of famous and powerful and impressive friends. One of the only ones that she said very shyly, and hey, Daddy, do you think that when you talk today to Charlie Kirk on a show, you could introduce me to him? Yeah. That's it. That says it all. She didn't ask me that when I was going to chat with Elon Musk. She didn't ask me that when I've got a litany of famous professors who want to talk to me. But when Charlie Kirk was going to chat with me, she turned into, a little fangirl. That shows you the power of what Charlie did. And I think Turning Point is in good hands based on what I just saw from Erika. The future looks bright.
Yeah, my 13-year-old daughter, Sophia, she's never asked me to have a picture with anybody. You know who it was? Charlie Kirk.
There you go.
She couldn't believe that I knew Charlie Kirk. And that's a wonderful thing. You can see that his spirit is living on through Erika. And she will be a force of nature for a long time to come.
Indeed. And, in evolutionary theory, there's this principle of birds of a feather flock together for a happy marriage. You want people to assort together that have similar values and so on. Boy, I've never seen it more in practice than now seeing Erika, because I already knew Charlie well, and I knew that he was a gem. But now seeing Erika, I get why they chose each other.
Yeah, and they would have been the perfect power couple, perhaps president and first lady. But True. Things did not work out that way. And she did say that if he ever was going to run for office, his top priority would be to revive the American family. And in a beautiful and strange way, his assassination may revive the American family. And that is something we can look forward to. Saad, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Cheers.